Hello, my name is Josiah. I work here at Madcap Coffee Company.
Hi everybody, my name is Ivan and I really love coffee enthusiast, and I'm just here to learn more.
So we're here at our Fulton location in the training space. We're going to be going through a Kalita 185. You've never used a Kalita 185, right?
No, never.
We're going to be using our Africa blend Daydream. We chose this coffee because it's got really nice bright sweetness and clean acidity, and the Kalita 185 is going to do a really great job bringing those great components out of this coffee. So I say let's just dive right in.
Yeah.
Ready? So we'll start with a filter. You want to throw a filter right in the dripper, and we want to rinse this out. This is going to get rid of the papery flavor from the filter and also preheat our brewer. So yeah, grab our kettle. We're at 207 degrees, and you can start just by pouring right in the center of the filter and then work your way around the walls, just getting everything nice and wet. Awesome, that's perfect. You can throw the kettle right back on the base. And then we want to make sure that we get rid of the water that we just added. Yeah, feel free to drop the dripper right on the towel, keeping a nice clean station. Perfect. Yeah, and then let's just get rid of that water into this cup. Perfect. All right. So, and then this can go right back on top. Today we're going to be using 21 grams of Daydream. This is ground at a medium grind size, trending on the coarser side because it's an Africa coffee, tends to be a little bit denser, does really well with a coarser grind size. So here's that coffee, and let's pour that right into the bottom of the filter. Yeah, that's perfect. You want to avoid from getting the coffee all the way up against the walls so we can have a nice flat coffee bed. Lovely. And then if you want to give the dripper a nice shake. Awesome. That looks great. Cool. So before we get started, I do want to say you can pause right here to see our recipe to follow along at home. We'll also post it on our blog at madcapcoffee.com. So yeah, let's get started. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's tare our scale so it's off to 0, and then we're ready to grab our kettle. So the first stage is called the bloom, and this is going to get rid of the carbon dioxide in the coffee, and we're going to break this into 2 different pours. So the first pour is going to be 50 grams. We're going to wait 15 seconds and do another 50 gram pour. So whenever you're ready, you can start pouring in concentric circles to saturate all of the coffee, and we'll start the timer at the same time. Perfect. So yeah, make sure you get all the coffee nice and wet. And good. We'll wait another 6 seconds and do another pour. Perfect, you're good. So concentric is when you start in the center and you work your way outwards and then work your way back in. It's kind of like a spiral. So at the 40-second mark, we're going to do another 50 gram pour to bring us to 150 grams. So you're good to pour. Let's get a nice even pour all the way around. And pause. So what I like about the Kalita 185, it has a flat bottom with those 3 holes that allows for a nice even extraction and is pretty forgiving on our pouring pattern. Perfect, go for it again. So even as you're practicing those concentric circles, the Kalita 185 is a great brewer to use as you're learning the process. And you're good.
Is this your favorite way to brew?
I love the Kalita 185. I think it brings out a lot of nice sweetness from all coffees. Even if it isn't from Africa, if it's a coffee from like Colombia, you can get some really nice sweetness and bright acidity. All right, let's hit it with another 50 gram pour. So yeah, this is the way that I brew at home. It's also how we brew in all of our cafes. It is our preferred method. Perfect. And then at 155, we're going to do one more pour of 50 grams. This is our 6th pour. We have one more pour after this. And good. So the nice thing about this kettle is it helps control the flow rate. You're doing an awesome job pouring at a nice flow rate where you're not over agitating the coffee bed. So yeah, one more pour for our total beverage weight of 355. This recipe makes 10 ounces of coffee, which is a great amount of coffee to share with a friend or just to consume by yourself. I like sharing these because it gives you a taste of the coffee and then allows opportunity to try more coffees. And our total brew time should be between 3 minutes and 4 minutes. What type of coffees do you usually like?
I like more of a lighter roast.
Yeah?
It wakes me up more.
Yeah.
At the start, but yeah.
You can kind of experience the complexity and nuance of the coffee a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what's great about the Kalita is it's great for all coffees, no matter how bright and acidic it might be. It'll do really well in the Kalita 185. Cool, so our drops have completed, so we can hit the stop. So we brewed at 3 minutes and 41 seconds. We can remove our dripper over here. Perfect. And then right now, I like to give the decanter a nice swirl to integrate all the stages of the brew process. Evens everything out. Pour those out so we can share it. And I like to wait a couple minutes to let the sweetness really shine through. If it's too hot, it will have a higher perception of bitterness. And if you're brewing at home and your brew time was a little bit long, you might just need to try coarsening your grind size. And if it went a little too fast, you'll need to make those grinds a little bit finer. Cool. Cheers.
Yeah.